Hello, what's up guys, Alex Gomez here. On today's video we're gonna do another speed sculpt kind of like tutorial commenting. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It will help me a lot. It will help me create more tutorials or speed sculpting processes. My idea is just to help you. So with that being said, let's start it. So let's open up ZBrush. So now that we open up ZBrush, we're gonna get to our light box. And in our light box, we're gonna choose the Dyna Wax, and we're gonna start the Dyna Wax. Okay, so this kind of brushes here, I got them from a tutorial I bought a while ago, and they're pretty normal. They're just primitives, and you can do your own IMM brushes, which is pretty simple. I will create a tutorial soon about it. So the idea now is just to create to block the body. That's why I used these kind of brushes in the beginning, just to block the body. You can append, if you haven't created those brushes, you can append the primitives, the spheres, and I just find that it's easier. Do it this way if you have like a set of brushes, like inside brush mesh, way easier. So do the legs in this part. Perfect. So always remember to block and kind of like block the the main shapes, and don't worry about the details. Just work in the details after. So here we're gonna do the trim tool. We're gonna trim just to make the feet. We're gonna do the feet like that. Perfect. Kind of like give a little bit shape of the ankles. So I'm not worried about details too much now. I'm just kind of like blocking the general shape of it. So if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, please follow me at Gomez Art 3D. I create cool creators content like weekly, I think. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this character. Kind of like I wanted to do like a vegetable kind of thing, and my next character is gonna be a mushroom as well, which I'm gonna do a speed sculpt video as well. So this is just a blocking process, Okay, do the forearms. So we have pretty much our body. Now I have I'm gonna include a stylized hand that I have available for purchase in my Gumroad. I'm gonna leave the link below the video description, so you guys can grab it. Just like $3. That's all, but it saves you a lot of time when you're doing hands. Like you don't have to recreate your hands over and over and over. I have this one that is give you a set of 3 hands, one with 4 fingers, 1 thumb, 3 fingers, 1 thumb, and 2 fingers, 1 thumb. And there is another one that is just a basic hand shape that is just $1. Okay, so now I'm just gonna mask up the top of the head. I'm gonna create kind of like the branches of the broccoli thing. And always make sure, I know I say it in all my videos, but always make sure they always rotate. Don't work in just one view, just rotate. So you make sure it's looking good in one side, the other side is looking as well good. So I'm just gonna keep trimming there. Perfect. And I'm gonna use the curve tool to do kind of like those branches. How you call that? I think they're branches, but whatever. So yeah, just do the curve tool. I'm gonna lock the start first. And so I change the brush size with the space bar. I go to my brush options and I change the size so to make it look like more random. And don't worry too much about the tips of it because it's gonna be covered anyways by the broccoli like head, I guess. And then I go with the clay builder brush, kind of like to give a little bit more definition that is coming actually from the head. These branches. Okay, so to turn symmetry on with X, just remember to turn on symmetry. I turn it off because I wanted just to fix to make a kind of like random branches, so it's not like a symmetric. Now I do the head. And I'm doing really random. You see like the head of the broccoli, there are really random shapes. So I'm just taking the inflate brush and I just inflate it a little bit random and more in the top. Yes, like that. And always I have active Dynamesh. That's looking much better. So I'm gonna kind of like fill out a little bit more the shoulders and the arms. So make sure when you're working with the really thin shapes of geometry, make sure that you go to brush and back face masking, so one area doesn't affect the other side. So when you're, for example, doing the clay buildup, you're doing clay buildup one side, the other side is not getting affected. It's very useful there. Shape of the mouth, but I see that here is kind of like want to give it like a frog face kind of thing, like a froggy. And it's always don't stay or stuck with whatever shape you do in the beginning. Just explore a little bit more, kind of like the size, the scale, so to see what looks better. Why not? And the damn standard is one of my favorite brushes to do details. Just create that. And do a little bit the neck. Of rolls, I guess I can call it. It's kind of like a frog body broccoli shape. But in the creative process, sometimes, like, I don't know, it happens to you, what happens to me. Sometimes I just kind of like get blocked and I can't do much, not too much, but it's just like I can't create, and and sometimes I have such a hard time. I did a mermaid last week or the week before, the week before, and I just had such a hard time to create a mermaid. I was out of ideas. I was looking at reference. I tried probably 4 or 5 types of kind of like I did like 5-6 designs, and nothing was working out. But you know, never give up. Like always, you're gonna come up with an idea that you can develop. So you could see a little bit a while ago, kind of like my model got lost in the screen. So the way to get it back is with F, Google Frame. And now, and this is the tricky part. I just wanted to try different things to see how to do the bats on the head. And I was just like, how I'm gonna do that with ZBrush, probably is gonna take too much. So what I decided to do is say I'm just gonna zero measure, I'm just gonna export it, I'm just gonna work on it in Maya. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. So just export as an OBJ, import in Maya, and I use in Maya use mesh networks. So I have my geometry, and then I'm gonna create just a sphere and probably give it a shape of the bat. Okay, so I'm gonna use mesh networks. I'm gonna use the distribute mode, and the distribute mode from linear I'm gonna switch it to mesh, and I'm gonna add in the input mesh, I'm gonna add the head of the broccoli. Then I'm gonna put randomized vertex, and then I'm gonna add a random node. So I can get a random size, random position, rotation. So for this one, I will definitely recommend that you just do a sphere, kind of like an oval instead, like at the top a little bit bigger than the bottom, because that will get more randomized, which I did after I didn't like this much, like going with just spheres. Okay, so have that one, I duplicate it, delete history, and then I export it, and then I will import it in my ZBrush file. So I just select whatever subtool and add the other tool and bring it back again. So now I can append the one that I just imported, and we have it here. Sometimes when you do Dynamesh, like when there are things like that, you get like a weird thing. So you have kind of like to amp up the resolution, which is fine. So I'm just gonna take the head and the buds and just merge them together, and then I'm gonna Dynamesh. There you see that we're getting some weirdness there. So definitely like that approach didn't work that good for me. I was like, I don't know, didn't like it as much because I was getting those artifacts. So I did the head separate. I was just like, forget it, I'm just gonna do it in Maya, and but I'm just gonna put it like that just for the purpose of this speed sculpt. But the process that I did was just in Maya. I created one bot, and then after the bot I just this one looks a bit better. After the bot I did the mesh networks, and in the mesh networks I randomize, and it looked much better. So the idea with that one, I just had that bot and I could add texture to it, so kind of like it looked much better. I painted softness painted, and then I did the randomize and mesh distribution, and the results were much better. But for the meantime of this one, we're gonna just keep it like that. If you guys really want to know how to use mesh networks in Maya, just let me know and I will create a tutorial about it. Send me a DM on Instagram or leave in the comments. Well, now let's do the toes. our hands ready, with those ready. So the other thing that we need to do is create our eyes. So first I'm just gonna create kind of like the eye shape, what it's gonna be, and from that I'm gonna duplicate that sub tool and I'm gonna cut it in half. Yep, with the trim tool. I'm gonna duplicate it and I'm gonna rotate it so I can create my eyelids. There you go. And we do this in the zip plugin. We do the subtool master, and we mirror our eyelids. And after we mirror our eyelids, we are going to dynamesh and the body with the eyelids. We're gonna see that in a second. Let's work a little bit more on details there, to see that those branches are really coming from the head. Get the mouth a little bit open as well here. Move the lips up a bit, so kind of like that's looking much better. Now I'm gonna move up the eyelids and I'm gonna dynamesh. I'm gonna merge them together. So you see, if I do dynamesh, the resolution doesn't get that good, so I have to up the resolution. I'll put the resolution up to 512 just to get those connections between the eyelids and the body, like with better detail. I'm gonna add some detail to the mouth. So it's looking much better. You know, our character has face. I really want to thank you guys for all the support that you guys are giving me on Instagram, all the likes and the comments about my characters. I really appreciate it. It really motivates me to keep working on them, to share my art and to share my process with you guys. Now I'm gonna work in the body a little bit, make some rolls there. Make it kind of like a little bit chubby cute. Now I'm gonna kind of pose it. I'm gonna pose it a little bit. A lot of people use the transpose mode, and I'm coming from Maya, just like the gizmo, much better. So for example, you have the gizmo and you want to bring it to another place without affecting the geometry. Just grab it from the corner and press Alt, and you can just move it freely, and then position it wherever you want to put it. So let's see, right there. You see it from the corner, just grab it from the corner and Alt, and you will move it. For example, you want to move a leg, you just want to press Alt and put it in the hip. In the meantime, it's kind of like exploring the pose. I'm gonna leave you with some nice music in the background. I know a lot of people use the other tools like the C-spheres and Transpose just to give the posing. I haven't get too much into it. I don't spend as much time doing these characters. I have other stuff to do. I have work to do, so I pretty much spend around like 4 to 5 hours creating a character in like Zbrush, and then texturing, and then lighting and rendering in Maya. So yeah, I don't spend much time. So if I have a lot of free time, definitely I will go like an extra mile with them. Probably even like rig them and animate them, because I think they're pretty cool. Eventually I want to get some of the characters and start doing kind of like a few clips of them. But this is the way I do it. It works for me, and if you guys have any other suggestions, just let me know. And now we're gonna pose the hands, and we're gonna do the same, just masking, move the move tool or the transpose tool, and so it's just masking is one of my favorite tools, so I mask a lot. So control and click whatever you want to mask, and you want to demask or erase the mask, Control Alt and paint, and if you want to get rid of the mask, just control and drag outside and you will get rid of the mask. Now you see how like the importance of masking here in Zbrush. It's probably one of the best tools that you can do, just mask. And I also have to move the eyes as well. Okay, so that looks much better. Perfect. Let's make this one a little bit more inside. And let's move the head up. Make sure that when you're masking in the proper places and you don't leave any parts unmasked, because when you move, it's gonna move those parts. Okay, so this is it from this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please subscribe, it will help me a lot and it will help me create more of these sculpt videos and speed sculpt and give you more tips and stuff. Follow me on Instagram on Gomezart 3D. And yes, please, if you have any questions or something, just let me know and subscribe. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and see you probably next week with another cool speed sculpting video. Take care.